Welcome to History with Herodotus, where the boundaries of time and space converge to reveal the fascinating tales of our collective past. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the ancient city of Jericho, a place where the whispers of history still linger in the desert winds. It was a time when humans were transitioning from a nomadic lifestyle to one of settled agriculture around 10,000 years ago. The climate was warmer and more hospitable than it is today, with lush forests and abundant wildlife. As people began to domesticate plants and animals, they formed communities that would eventually give rise to complex societies. One such community was the Natufian culture, which flourished in the Levant from around 13,000 to 9,800 years ago. These hunter-gatherers were skilled at exploiting the resources of their environment, harvesting wild grains and hunting gazelles and other game. They lived in small villages, often with circular houses made of stone and mud, and had a rich spiritual life, as evidenced by their elaborate burial rituals. As the Natufian culture gave way to the pre-pottery Neolithic period around 9,500 years ago, we see the first signs of more permanent settlements. People began to build larger, more complex villages, with houses made of mud, brick, and stone. They developed sophisticated irrigation systems, allowing them to cultivate crops such as wheat, barley, and legumes. The pre-pottery Neolithic people also domesticated animals like sheep, goats, and cattle, which provided a reliable source of food and clothing. In the midst of this cultural and technological transformation, Jericho began to take shape. Located in the Jordan Valley, near the confluence of the Jordan River and its tributary, the Wadi Kelt, Jericho occupied a strategic position with access to trade routes and fertile agricultural land. The site was first inhabited around 9,600 years ago, during the pre-pottery Neolithic period, by a people who would eventually build one of the most impressive urban centers of the ancient world. As the pre-pottery Neolithic period gave way to the pottery Neolithic, around 6,500 years ago, Jericho continued to flourish, its inhabitants developing more sophisticated pottery techniques and expanding their trade networks. The city's strategic location allowed it to become a hub of commerce, with goods such as obsidian, flint, and copper flowing in from surrounding regions. The residents of Jericho also made significant advances in agriculture, cultivating crops like wheat, barley, and dates, which were stored in impressive granaries that have been unearthed by archaeologists. One of the most striking features of Jericho during this period was its impressive fortifications, including a massive stone wall that encircled the city. This wall, built around 7,000 years ago, was an engineering marvel, with some sections reaching heights of over 13 feet and widths of up to 6 feet. The wall was constructed using limestone and mud brick, with a complex system of towers and gates that provided protection against invading forces. As the ancient Greek historian Aristotle once noted, "The city is the nursery of civilization," and Jericho's fortifications stand as a testament to the ingenuity and foresight of its inhabitants. Around 5,500 years ago, Jericho entered a period of significant cultural and economic transformation as the city became part of the broader urban network of the Near East. The city's trade connections expanded, with goods flowing in from as far away as Egypt and Mesopotamia. This period also saw the emergence of more complex social hierarchies, with evidence of wealthy elites and specialized labor forces. The discovery of a large, ornate tomb at Jericho, dating back to around 5,200 years ago, provides a glimpse into the lives of these elite individuals, who were buried with elaborate funerary goods, including jewelry, pottery, and other precious items. As we move forward in time to around 3,500 years ago, Jericho becomes an important center of power in the region, with the city being conquered by the Egyptian pharaohs during the New Kingdom period. The Egyptians brought their own distinct cultural practices to Jericho, including their system of writing and their pantheon of gods. The city's strategic location made it a crucial outpost for the Egyptians, who used it as a base for their military campaigns against the neighboring kingdoms of Canaan and Syria. The Egyptian occupation of Jericho also had a profound impact on the city's architecture, with the construction of impressive temples and palaces that reflected the pharaoh's grandiose style. The subsequent conquest of Jericho by the Israelites, around 2,500 years ago, marks another significant turning point in the city's history. According to the biblical account, the walls of Jericho were miraculously breached by the Israelites, who then proceeded to conquer the city and slaughter its inhabitants. While the historicity of this event is still a topic of debate among scholars, archaeological evidence does suggest that Jericho was indeed destroyed around this time, with a layer of ash and debris marking the end of the city's occupation during the Late Bronze Age. As the ancient Israelite leader Joshua is said to have proclaimed, "The Lord has given us the land," Jericho became an important symbol of the Israelites' triumph over their enemies and their claim to the Promised Land. As the Israelites established their presence in Jericho, the city's significance extended beyond its strategic location, becoming a symbol of their conquest and settlement in the Promised Land. The subsequent periods of Babylonian, Persian, and Hellenistic rule all left their mark on Jericho, with the city continuing to play an important role in the regional politics and trade networks. The construction of a massive palace during the Hasmonean period, around 50 BCE, underscores the city's enduring importance as a center of power and administration. The Roman conquest of Jericho in 63 BCE brought significant changes to the city, with the construction of new roads, public buildings, and infrastructure. The city's famous winter palaces, built during the reign of King Herod, were renowned for their opulence and grandeur, reflecting the wealth and influence of the ruling elite. As the Roman historian Josephus Flavius noted, Jericho was a city of great beauty and fertility, with gardens and palm groves that rivaled those of the royal palaces. The Byzantine period saw the construction of numerous churches and monasteries as Christianity spread throughout the region. The subsequent Islamic conquests of the 7th century CE brought yet another wave of cultural and architectural influences, with the city's famous mosque and minaret becoming prominent landmarks. Today, Jericho is remembered as one of the oldest continuously occupied cities in the world, a testament to the enduring power of human civilization. The legacy of Jericho serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of preserving our cultural heritage and the need to protect and cherish the monuments and artifacts that connect us to our shared human experience. The site of ancient Jericho, with its imposing walls and towers, continues to inspire wonder and awe in visitors from around the world. The history of Jericho is a powerful reminder that our understanding of the past is always provisional, subject to revision and reinterpretation as new discoveries are made and new perspectives emerge. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.